No tweets yet from Donald Trump this morning, but there is new fallout from that showdown between him and Meryl Streep. ABC's David Wright has all the details. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. Donald Trump is clearly still fuming over that speech, and Meryl Streep is in good company. Trump almost seems to be at war with Hollywood these days. And the question now, will they pay a price? After all, they've made an enemy of the man who's about to be president.
When the powerful use their position to bully others, we all lose.
Meryl Streep took Trump to task, among other things, for mocking a New York Times reporter with a disability. Trump denies he did it, but judge for yourself.
You got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
It kind of broke my heart when I saw it, and I still can't get it out of my head because it wasn't in a movie. It was real life.
You have perhaps the most highly regarded actress of her generation making an outright plea to people in Hollywood to remain vigilant and to defy.
Donald Trump may dismiss Streep now as one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood, but just 2 years ago he called her work excellent. It's only prompted her fans to make this hashtag trend: things Trump thinks are overrated. Actress Emmy Rossum tweeted, taxes, audio recordings, factual information, spelling. Another listed Hamilton, Jon Stewart, Jerry Seinfeld, Megyn Kelly.
I just retweeted the best tweet. I mean, wow, what a great, smart tweet.
He's called SNL unwatchable, and yet he can't seem to stop watching. Trump even took to task the new star of his old show, mocking Arnold's ratings the first week on The Apprentice. Schwarzenegger tweeted back, "I hope you'll work for all the American people as aggressively as you worked for your ratings." Trump is almost a member of this elite Hollywood club. He once did a song and dance number at the Emmy Awards.
Teenagers is the place to be.
And he's done dozens of cameos over the years, from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
You want another 50 grand? I cut the grass for you every Saturday.
to Home Alone 2.
Down the hall and to the left.
Even though he's about to take the world's most powerful job, celebrities don't seem to be all that intimidated. For now, the same may not be true of their bosses.
The Hollywood studios have a lot to lose under a President Trump, and I think that's why you're seeing the studio heads quiet on this issue, or even coming out and being a little bit more gracious towards the new administration.
Well, plenty of folks say political speeches just don't belong at award shows, that it's liberal Hollywood doing what they do. But by engaging, it's Trump who risks coming across as petty. In 2015, The Hollywood Reporter asked Donald Trump his favorite actresses. He named Julia Roberts, and guess who? Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Okay, David, right. Thanks very much. Joining us now, our friend Larry Hackett, former editor of People magazine and ABC News political contributor Kristen Soltis Anderson. Let me begin with you, Larry. So Donald Trump kind of has a hate-love relationship with Hollywood. It did seem like this one got to him.
It really did. You know, first of all, I want to say it was riveting television. The idea that people don't want to see this kind of thing, I think that's debatable. I don't think people want to sit there and hear speeches thanking their agent and their family. So I think it was great stuff. I think he derives energy from this, right? He knows the entire nation is watching it. He engages in debate now, and now here we are a day and a half later talking about it. I think he really derives kind of political energy from these kinds of things, and it really got to him. Let me point out one other thing quickly, if I can. Back in June, Meryl Streep appeared at a fundraiser for the Public Theater here in New York. Not a lot of people covered it, wearing a fat suit and wig about Donald Trump. I think that is part of the reason he's.
You might have remembered that as well. But Kristen Soltis Anderson, Larry's correct that the president-elect gets some energy from all this. Was clearly had that energy yesterday morning when he started tweeting, but also digs himself something of a hole when he comes out and reminds everybody of that moment where he was mocking the New York Times reporter. Of course, he denies it, but it gives everybody an opportunity to show the tape again.
Sure. In Meryl Streep's speech, she sort of implies that part of Donald Trump's appeal was when he does things like insults reporters, mocks other people. I don't think that's why most people voted for Donald Trump. I think in some cases they voted for him in spite of the fact that he had done those things. But certainly Donald Trump was able to survive the whole campaign with those kind of criticisms coming his way. So it's unlikely that Meryl Streep, in her speech to the folks at the Golden Globes, really was changing a lot of minds about Donald Trump.
And I don't think she was trying to change minds, but my question is Donald Trump helping himself when he gets up in the morning and tweets about it?
Well, he loves a good conflict. He loves fighting against any sort of elite establishment that he feels he hasn't been sufficiently allowed to be a part of, whether that's the media, whether that's Hollywood. I agree that he derives a lot of energy and that he's never lost, I think, in picking these sorts of fights, because it energizes people that like him and it puts him on the side of a debate where most Americans tend to not pick the big elites, tend to not pick Hollywood or the media. If it's Donald Trump and football versus Meryl Streep and Hollywood, I think I know which side's probably going to win that argument.
Well, it's interesting. It's a paradox here. I think by making that speech, Meryl Trump was saying, let us not normalize this behavior. Trump then tweets yet again, and we become inured to the idea that he tweets about these things. So that ends up normalizing that kind of behavior.
Okay, Larry Hackett, Kristen Soltis Anderson, thanks very much.